RHOC's Emily Simpson and Gina say no one wants Alexis Bellino back next season. The Real Housewives of Orange County ended its 18th season a few weeks ago, but that doesn't mean we're done talking about the show. Mostly, viewers are wondering what will happen next season, and more specifically, who will return. One thing's for sure, RHOC fans do not want Alexis Bellino back. Here's some more bad news for the blonde beauty. Her castmates are on the same page, or at least two are. Gina and Emily Simpson were recently asked about their castmate, and they didn't have anything nice to say. The close-knit duo boldly declared that they have no desire to see Alexis back next season, and Emily proclaimed that she was speaking on behalf of America. Emily Simpson and Gina say no to Alexis Bellino's RHOC return. If Emily and Gina had their way, we would never see Alexis again, and that would make RHOC fans very happy. Viewers begged her to leave the show while season 18 was still airing, and they've continued to urge the network to let her go. Gina and Emily had their issues with Alexis. Nothing has improved between them since the heated reunion was filmed. During a recent interview, the duo was asked if they wanted the 47-year-old back for another season, and Emily instantly said no. "I don't really think anyone does," added Gina. Emily agreed with that sentiment and chimed in laughingly, "I feel like I'm speaking in a global sense. I'm just a spokesperson for America. Will the duo leave the show if Alexis returns?" Tamra Judge has already made her predictions about season 19, recently telling Access Hollywood that she thinks the entire cast will return. However, if Alexis stays, does that mean Gina and Emily will bid goodbye to the show? The pair, who snagged an invite to Kathy Hilton's swanky holiday party, told Us Weekly on the red carpet that they would be fine with whatever the producers decide. "No, I've never been one of those if this person comes back, I wouldn't," shared Emily, adding that it's par for the course given their job. "You have to navigate difficult relationships, and we would navigate it," continued the attorney, adding, "I'd probably use the F word a lot." Emily Simpson and Gina sat across from one another in the sunlit patio of Gina's Laguna Niguel home, sipping on iced coffees and scrolling through their phones. As the ocean breeze wafted in, carrying the scent of salt and sunshine, Gina's expression suddenly shifted to one of irritation. "Did you see this?" she asked, holding her phone out to Emily. Emily adjusted her sunglasses and squinted at the screen. It was an online poll speculating about potential cast shakeups for the next season of The Real Housewives of Orange County. The name that stood out in bold, Alexis Bellino. "Oh, come on," Emily said, rolling her eyes. "Who's pushing for her to come back? Are we seriously that desperate?" Gina snorted. "Apparently, the fans want a blast from the past. You know how they are. They think bringing back old cast members will magically fix everything. But Alexis, really? What's she going to do? Give us a sermon on a yacht?" Emily chuckled, though her laughter carried a hint of exasperation. "I'm all for nostalgia, but Alexis is not it. She's so out of touch with who we are now. Can you imagine her in a scene with us? It'd be like throwing a 1950s housewife into a feminist rally." Gina took a long sip of her coffee and leaned back in her chair. "Honestly, I don't think she'd survive. The dynamic's different now. We're more real. We talk about our struggles, our relationships, our kids. Alexis would just sit there talking about how blessed she is." Emily raised an eyebrow. "And don't forget the constant mentions of Jim. Even though they're divorced now, I'm sure she'd find a way to bring him up every 5 minutes. Jim used to say this, or Jim used to do that." Gina laughed so hard she almost spilled her drink. "You're so right. And she'd probably show up to every event in some bedazzled mini dress, acting like it's 2010 again. No thanks. As the two women continued to riff on the idea, Emily's husband Shane appeared in the doorway. "What are you two cackling about now?" he asked, smirking. "Alexis Bellino," Gina replied. "Apparently, some people think she should come back to the show." Shane raised an eyebrow. "Isn't she the one who thought the world revolved around her Bible studies and spray tans?" "Exactly," Emily said, pointing at him. "That's why it's a terrible idea." Shane shrugged. "Well, if she does come back, at least it'll give you two plenty to talk about." Emily groaned. "Don't even joke about that." The conversation shifted briefly as Shane wandered off, but it wasn't long before Gina brought it back to Alexis. "You know what's crazy? She'd probably come in thinking she could one-up us. Like, oh, I'd been married twice now, so I'm a relationship expert." "Girl, sit down." Emily snickered. She'd definitely try to play the victim card, too. "Oh, poor me, I've been through so much." Meanwhile, we're over here dealing with real-life stuff. Divorce, co-parenting, careers. Who has time for her fake drama? "And can we talk about how she clashed with Heather?" Gina said, her eyes lighting up with mischief. Heather would eat her alive. Imagine Alexis trying to outclass Heather. It'd be like a middle school talent show versus Broadway. Emily's laugh echoed across the patio. "You're so bad, but it's true. Heather's all about refinement and sophistication. Alexis would just look like a deer in headlights." They both fell into a comfortable silence, the laughter subsiding as they took in the view of the sparkling ocean. After a moment, Gina spoke up again, her tone more reflective. "You know, it's not even about hating Alexis. She's not a bad person, I guess. It's just, we've moved on. The show's evolved. Bringing her back would feel like taking 10 steps backward." Emily nodded thoughtfully. "Exactly. It's like trying to force a puzzle piece into the wrong spot. She doesn't fit anymore. And that's okay. Not everyone's meant to be part of the same story forever." Gina tilted her head, a sly smile creeping onto her face. "Wow, look at you getting all philosophical. Maybe Alexis should come back just to hear you drop some wisdom on her." Emily smirked. "If she does, I'll be ready. But for now, let's just hope Bravo has more sense than to make that mistake." The two clinked their glasses together in a mock toast, their shared disdain for the idea of Alexis' return cementing their bond even further. As the sun dipped lower in the sky, painting the horizon with shades of pink and orange, they knew one thing for certain. The future of the Real Housewives of Orange County was brighter without a certain blast from the past.